It's Tag Tuesday, and I don't have a clue what we're going to do today. Hi, this is Kelly with Kelly's Creative Dream Studios, and I know we're going to start with the tag base. I've got that much figured out. So I'm going to open up my trimmer. Now I know I want to do something spring, and I'll show you the papers that I pulled here in just a minute. But my tags are... my tag bases are 3 by 5. Yeah. So let's do a 3. And we're just gonna whip out several of these, so we'll have them for the next few days. Let's see, and then this one I think comes up short. It does. I'll slide it over here. We're gonna have to do something with those pieces, don't you think? So we're doing 3 by 5 tags. And so that I don't have any waste, I'm going to go ahead and leave this one. Maybe we need to do 3 by 5.5, and then we could, have it even. But we might want some longer tags, so we'll put those up there. So, okay, so we have that to start with. And here's what I'm looking at. I have Bunnies and Blooms from Photo Play, and there's ephemera in here and some really nice papers. I also have this collection from Paper Rose, the Easter Village and the Easter Memories Basics. I have Spring Marching Dreams that doesn't include bunnies. And then I have this set from Bo Bunny. It's called Cottontail that I got at Ollie's. So I think what I'm going to do, because this really doesn't have any background papers, I'm going to set that one aside, and I'm going to set Morning Dreams aside. I really love those colors. And I think I'm going to put Easter Memories aside, and let's play with this one from Photo Play. I knew what I had over here to work with, just didn't know what I wanted to do with it. So there's that. How's everybody doing? Are you enjoying the spring weather? I am so ready for just spring, and we had 90 degrees today, and it got really hot. So I am really actually ready for fall, because you know me, I really am not a fan of hot weather, cold weather, and wet feet. Okay, so we have these punch outs we can play with. They're actually stickers, which is going to help put things together, and I like the borders. But let's see what our backgrounds are. I'm going to turn them this way. This is called Spring Carrots. Wonder why. And there are a couple of those. This one is called Easter Egg. I like that one, and we could cut some of those out. This one is called Honeybees. All over those flowers. And I love that there's 2 of each in here. And then this one is called Welcome Spring. And I think this is the one we're going to work with. I like that. Okay, so, whoops, is there another one in there I missed? There is. It's called Blooms, and it's yellows. And, oh, I like that too. But we're going to go with, that one has bunnies in it, though. I think I'm going to work with the plaid. The plaid is calling to me. So, we're going to start by cutting off our ID strip. And remember, when you have these ID strips, there are things on here you can work with. So don't toss them. Put this aside. And let's see, I could use this on there somewhere. And I could use this. So I'm going to leave it there for now. And I'm going to cut this just a hair bigger than our tag. So we have, let's do it a 3 1/8, 3 1/4. Yeah. Cut that. Because I want to be able to lay it on there and then trim it off a little bit. And I want to do that on my own. Okay. This is going to be such a quick and easy tag. And I'll tell you, I could use a quick and easy tag. It's been a day. I put, it's Monday as I'm recording this, and I put laundry on the line. And with my knee and the incline back and forth to the clothesline is not always a good thing. And I have stuff moved out of my way over here fixing to do a project. Well, it was until Bob stepped on a nail, and that kind of slowed our progress. But I'm going to go ahead and put that on there. Where is my Tim Holtz roller? There he is. I forgot to get me another face massager the other day when I was in town. Tell you, our Dollar Trees have gone downhill. We've lost really good managers from some of the stores, and it is showing in the quality of the store. I have one that I go to now. She's not the manager, but she is the absolute sweetest gal. We tease one another all the time when I go in. And you know, that's the thing. You know, people say, well, how do you get these deals? And how do you find what you're getting? And you have to get to know the people. If you're going to shop there, get to know the people who service you. That is my key thing. I am on first name basis with a lot of the people at our Menards store because I'm in there and I know who I can go to help in certain departments, and they are ready to help me because I'm pleasant to them. I don't stomp around the store all frustrated because I didn't find what I was looking for. Instead, I got to know the people, and if I can't find something, that's what they're there for. Okay, I'm going to trim this off at the 1-inch mark. Just like that. Now, I want to do a spring journal in these pastel colors, and that's why I thought I'd go ahead and start on this. Hang my tag thingy back over. Okay, now we have our pretties, and this is going to be so simple. Let's start by putting, I want to put this on there. Do I want to put that, or do I want to put the eggs? Actually, I think I want to put the eggs. So I'm going to measure here about where I need to go. So I need to go yellow to yellow. And I'm going to come in with my sticky scissors, snip that off. And this is going to go right here on the edge. Now she doesn't stand out a lot, and that's fine. That's fine. Because I'm looking at one of these other items. I like her, and I like him. This little bunny is so cute. You know, my husband informed me today that Easter bunnies don't lay eggs. He is such a goof. Let's do the bunny. And I'm going to stick him right there. You know what? He needs a little distressing first. Let's distress him. So he's got a shadow. It's not so much about changing his color. It's about making it appear as if there's a shadow behind him. And it tones down that white that they couldn't take the time to trim any closer. So we're going to shut him right there. And I love this. Show me the bunny. I want to do, what about Welcome? I don't think Welcome Spring will fit. But you know what will? If we take this, I'm going to set that right there. And I want to round that corner a little bit. And of course, all my dies. Oh, you know what? Hold that thought. I will be right back. I'm going to go get the punch that will do this. Normally, my punches would be right here to the left of me. But before Bob got hurt last week, we were all set up to do some switching around over here in my corner. And I moved things out of the way. Now see, that's got a sticker in there and it's going to drive me crazy because it doesn't want to leave. So now all my punch carts and my activity trays are on the other side of the room. And I'm over here. So we're going to take and give that just a little bit of a dust. And we're going to go welcome way up here. And then we're going to come back and do the same thing. If I can get rid of the sticky part out of my punch. And we're going to clip that one out. And we're mimicking that cutout. Now my punch is a little bit off from the other side, but we still get that coloration, indent. And we're going to do this right like this. And just offset it a little bit. Now, I want to put some fiber on here, and I think that yellow is a little too bright. I picked that up at a flea market a couple of months ago, and I unburied it from a stack on my desk. So we have that, so let's see, maybe something with a little pink. This one. Okay, I have this, but I think I want to use this. So let's take this off. And we don't need a bunch. And I'll put my pin back in there and move this out of the way. And then I am going to come back. And I don't know where my thread is at. But I do want to hold that. And of course, oh, there is a clip here. There is a clip. Yay. I'm going to hold that right there. I went and bought several of those clips. Now, they used to sell those in a package of 10. For $1. Now you get a package of either 6 or 8 for $1.25. Go figure. Go figure that something else has changed in price, right? Did you hear where supposedly that if they can't get some revenue, the Postal Service may cease to exist in 2026? We're in 2026. Now their service is horrible. They keep rising their prices, but the service gets worse. I'd like to know in the comments below, what would happen, what do you think would happen if we lost the Postal Service completely? Personally, I think we need a new Postmaster General. And what I'd really like to see is somebody like Undercover Boss. Maybe the Postmaster General himself go around to some of these outsourced centers and actually see what's going on and why people aren't using the Postal Service because they're tired of not getting their mail. I don't know. What do you think? I'd love to hear your opinion. Now, we have this right here, and I was wondering, I think these are too big. But what about if we put a jelly bean on there, or I mean a Easter egg on there? I don't like the green one. Don't like the green one. Maybe this one? Nope, not that one either. What about if we take one of these down here? They're a little bit smaller. I really think I like that one. And let's trim him out. Make him look more like an egg. Now, I have a plan for next week. I realize Easter will be just about over by next week. But I have a plan to show you how to make an Easter basket Using your oval dies, we're going to make an Easter basket pocket, and we're going to put an egg in the pocket. That's my plan for next week. In the meantime, please remember to like, to share, subscribe, and I'll see you. I'm going to try and be back here on Friday. Surprise! Creative blessings.